Welcome into Fantasy AI. Moving on. Alright, back in the computer room. We're going to look at snake drafting top 10. Alright, we're going to come up with the top 10 for the snake draft. And 11 maybe, because you get that's the second pick if you got only 10 teams. But hey, so let's get started here. The snake draft. So the snake draft is first person gets a turn, second person gets a turn. We follow that all the way down to how many teams there are. Say there's 10 teams. Well, this is where it changes. Number 10 gets 2 picks. And then it starts going back the other way. So it snakes back and forth. And this continues. It goes all the way down here. Then it comes back. And then number 1, team 1 to get 2 picks. And we'll go back down. Team 10 to get 2 picks again. So you can see if you're in the middle, hey, you're getting hit every way, which way it's coming. But if you're on one of the ends, look here, if you're on the end, after you do your 2 picks, it's 20 picks, maybe 19, till it gets back to you before you get to pick again. So it'd be a long wait. So it's hard to wait on some of those. So, and you can contrast that with the auction bid, where we just player comes up for bid and we bid on it and get to auction it off. So you get to kind of get the player you want in that kind. So you start with you don't just bid real money though. You have a salary cap. Say it's $100. You have to get sometimes 6 to 8, depends on how many you're buying. A lot of times I have 2, one 6 and one 8, but you get buy those players, and then you do a snake draft after that. Is how some of the auction ones go. So and you get a little more freedom in an auction bid, right? So you can here's a theoretical how you could spend some money, some 10s there, 45 on Hill. So you want to spend your big money on getting Tyreek Hill. All right, because you know that you also had your idea about CD Lamb over here, but he's holding out. And a lot of times when they hold out like that, you get a hamstring pull or something. So I don't know about that. But anyway, you get to choose to where you put that money in an auction style draft, right? Moving on, there's many different flavors in those 2 types. All right, you have some that start 2 quarterbacks. Some that only start 1 quarterback. Well, that's a huge difference, depending, and also on how many teams you have. The more teams, the scarcer those quarterbacks are, right? And PPR. Some people give a point per reception, what that stands for. Point per reception. Then there's flex. Now, some people might consider the 2 quarterback system really a 1 quarterback system and a super flex. But anyway, flex could be, instead of having 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, you can start 2 flex players that can play either. So, and then you get some have tight ends and you don't have and some leagues don't have tight ends. So there's so many different flavors. It's hard to make a video that would cover all different flavors because everyone's got a different. So hey, I'll try to hit down the middle and do videos on all of them. But today we're talking about the snake. Right? Snake draft. So we're going to see how that's so important, right? In the snake draft, it's so important which number you are, right? Because not only they usually come out in consensus order here, and we know what the picks are ahead of time, but on those coming back through, what's available, who's going to be back, and how long it is before you get another pick. So there's a lot of different strategies in that snake, all right? All right, hey, it's important to get a good one, right? Hey, we learned in the round 1 running back flip a coin video, right? Well, it's 50% of the people that were thought to be in the top 10 finished in the top 10. And same with that for the next year in 2023, 50%. So the point is we're only good at 50% guessing here on who's going to be in the top 10 or not, even though you're getting one of those picks. Wide receivers were the same way. I went through the wide receivers, very similar. They ended up 50%. Quarterbacks ended up 50% in that first 10. Only 10 of them 5 of them make the dang top 10 list if they were in it. Tight ends were even worse. We just did that one recently. It was 40%. And the top guy came from the 13th spot. So it's even harder to call tight ends. And a kicker's just impossible. You're just better. 30% is where we were. So the top 10 ranked kickers, only 3 of them finished in the top 10. So it's just crazy. So you're going to have to know what you're doing. All right. So those snake drafts are so important. All right. As the players take the field, we're bringing them out in consensus ranked order. Bottom row is going to be standard scoring. Top row is going to be PPR. The subscribers look on from the far side of the field. We'll update the subscriber. We have a Siraj. Welcome aboard, but we'll do an official one when we're up close to see the subscribers. All right, here we are. We got top row filled in here. PPR, no doubt in both formats. Christian McCaffrey, number 1. I mean, you don't see him losing that. So they have CD Lamb second. Hill, you can see. I'm worried about these running backs. I found points for these average for these people. Look at that, they're lower. I'm going to put those receivers first. And I'm not too thrilled about Breece Hall either, or Jamar Chase, or A.J. Brown, and Garrett Wilson. But anyway, I'll do these standard later. But let's just go ahead and look now at the Snake PPR 1 quarterback. Let me fill what I think they should be in here. All right. Up first, no surprise, Christian McCaffrey. Everybody has him number 1 in any format. Universal language, Christian McCaffrey first. All right, I've got Hill second. I think that Hill, whoa! Fantasy AI rehash break. Let me remind you that we learned in this video, no one repeats. All right? No one repeats here. You can see no one repeated as the number 1 receiver for years going back. Closest one was Julio Jones way back when. And you can see another chart there is where they came from the year before. Well, CeeDee Lamb was 6th the year before and was 16th the year before that. Nowhere going back could I find, first one year, first the next year. No, it doesn't. No, just doesn't happen. I don't know too many other outside variables. But anyway, I have Hill second. And we're going to go with CeeDee Lamb third. The possible reasons, hold out. He's holding out. Doesn't like that. Hey, they need a B button there. I guess the tight end Ferguson. But anyway, hey, the holdout, they come out, they come back, especially if it's late. Now, if he gets in the next couple days, well, then I might reconsider. But if it's hold out till the week before, no. Too many hamstrings pulled that way. I've seen it. Been around for 35 years. Happened, numerous times on those holdouts. All right. Ramon St. Brown comes in next at number 4. Just love him. He was the safest player we've had in that one video. Just everything going his way. There's just no doubt. Right? I like him there. And Justin Jefferson, number 5. I think he's going to have a redo his good year this year. Got paid, got all the money. What else do they have up there? Got an easy schedule. Like the easy schedule. Oh, I really love him there. Matter of fact, if I had the 5th pick and I had, I'm kind of upset that I don't get to take one of those. I feel pretty good about that pick. Same with Bijan Robinson here. Bijan Robinson. How about Breece Hall coming in number 7? Kind of like him there. And we bring in Barkley, number 8. Get some running backs in there. Hey, new offense, easiest number 2 schedule on Barkley. Hey, the new offense there, they're going to throw the ball a little bit more, get those out to the running back, which that's what he's great at. In a PPR league, that's going to be great, those receptions. I just love Barkley this year. Better than Hall, but I went with Hall before him one. And I got Jamar Chase. Not thrilled about it, but this format with those points per reception, you just got to get him in there. All right. And then on the end here, number 10, I'm saying take a quarterback. Josh Allen. Yes, Josh Allen. He makes that much difference. I mean, heads and shoulders, last 3 years, he's been the number one. All right? And I don't see it changing. Yeah, they took away his receivers. That just means, I think, hey, he's going to work those tight ends and run a little bit more. Keep it going. I think he does. Got to do a little bit more without those guys. And on the end, get another pick. Come back and get your running back Gibbs here. All right, some people have him in the top 10. Get a little bargain there. Got your quarterback in your shape. Now you're hurting for receivers, but you're going to have to come back and get one. Next up, this guy could take, excuse me, Jonathan Taylor. Get a good running back there to go with Chase. All right, and then up next you got this guy reached. I don't like reaching, but hey, his options were A.J. Brown, which goes next. All right. And he couldn't take, I didn't want to get 2 Philadelphia players for him. That would have been 2 Philadelphia for the 8th and 13th pick. So I went ahead and take Harrison. Now, you're thinking, Harrison, what? Hey, we did it in a rookie lightning video. 12% of the time, that wide receiver blows up, the top rookie, and has an OJB, like 10 years ago type of season, where they're top 5 wide receiver, right? It happens. 25% of the time they get their 1,000 yards. But hey, it's like, well, they're going to get that. Hey, I'm not afraid there, but I think that, hey, I'm not scared of him. And A.J. Brown, he's down a little bit. You got to look digging in the numbers there. They just aren't as good as the rest of those receivers, you know. And Devontae, the Thin Reaper, supposedly looking good in practice too. So there. And hey, the last guy we'll do here is Kyrene Williams. Bijan Robinson and Kyrene Williams. Wow. I know it's a receiver league with his PPR, but boy, you could load up 2 good running backs and come back. And hey, you know, let's not forget that Mike Evans came out of nowhere last year. So you can get some receivers later here. You know, so. All right, let's take a look there. That's where I'll fill in the other kind. That's still the standard. One more thing I would say is here on the end, don't be afraid to be a trendsetter. See, he took Josh Allen here, but it's going to be a while before he got back and to get a quarterback. And hey, why take the 6th wide receiver? Or why take the 5th running back when you can be the first to take another position? I don't, especially on the ends, don't worry about being a trendsetter there. Because, I mean, hey, you got to get, I mean, that adds a little spice to your team, right? All right, let's do the standard. Let's look at this standard here. 1 quarterback standard league. Let's go. Everybody's number 1 is Christian McCaffrey. All right. Number 2, I go with Bijan Robinson. All right. Hey, he's looking good. Everything just setting up for him. I just love it. Easy schedule, new focus on him, nice, fresh, young body. I just love it. Hill comes in next. I mean, money. I hope he gets 2,000 this year, but he's just money. You can't stop him. Haven't been able to stop him. I'll go with Barkley next. It's just everything setting up here easy, second easiest schedule, focused, a team going to be good. I think Hurts not going to run as many in. I think that, and they're setting up a passing thing for him too. Just great. Amon St. Brown comes in next, just totally safe. I like him. I mean, hey, you get that pick because, hey, you know, you saw all those 50-50s. I don't want to go 50-50 and not get one. I want safe, good picks here that I think are going to do, and I think he's one of them. I'll bring in CeeDee Lamb next. I know you guys are, he should be too. Hey, it's just a fact. No one's repeated. The fact they don't do that good, he's holding out. Hey, there's all kinds of problems with him. I don't like him there. And Jonathan Taylor, I bring in number 7. All right? Just a lot of values, led previously years. Just got to, the things are looking. I worry about Anthony Richardson stealing some touchdowns. All right, so I'm kind of worried about that. But hey, Justin Jefferson, right? Feel good about this pick, right? I really feel good about this pick here. You know, I like him there. I think he's going to have a great year. You know, easy schedule for him. Woo! Derrick Henry, love him. Coming in here, he might be a little higher on him than others, but hey, well, how are you going to stop that, Lamar Jackson and him? They have an easy schedule, and he's just going to be hammering. Almost, then Baltimore has a running game, right? Oh, and then Brees Hall here 10. Right, you're getting him 10th, but I think that's about where he is. Hey, show me, prove me. You know, everyone's putting him up there on hype. I want to see it. All right. So, hey, I mean, the ones that here, you know, you kind of victim to where you pick. I mean, because like I'm saying, if you're number 8, well, you don't get Christian McCaffrey or Hill or Robinson. No, you get what you get. But I tell you what, when at the end of the day, when I'm saying, I love, if I'm number 5, I'm very satisfied with what I did here. If I'm number 8, I'm very satisfied with what I got there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you're right in line. I feel, you know, and Hill, and even Robinson here. But hey, some of these you're just victim of where you're picking, and that's what you got to take because that's what the percentage chances say, right? Let's move on. We can do a couple more. Let's throw in Travis Etienne in there. This guy gets to come back, get 2 good running backs, and get Etienne, who was 4th, I think, in fantasy scoring right there for running backs right there. Ooh, look at this guy. He gets to come back and get Kyren Williams. Little doubt there. You know, people were worried. Can he duplicate? They brought in that rookie. You know, but wow. To have Derrick Henry and Kyren Williams there on the, oh my gosh. And Josh Jacobs. Let's not sleep on him. This guy gets a good number 1 receiver and a good running back here. I just love that pick there too. Gibbs. This guy's got 2 good running backs, Jonathan Taylor and Gibbs here. I like Gibbs. I'm worried about Montgomery and him sharing. That's why he's lower than some of the people. Oh, we got sneaking 2 on here. We're going to go with Deebo Samuel and Jamar Chase in here. These 2 guys here doubled up on wide receivers, but they'll be running backs coming up here. And David Montgomery I've got next. Talk about this guy's got Barkley and Montgomery. Just touchdown machine. Touchdown a game. You can write it down. Solid player. A.J. Brown. I'm sliding him down a little bit, but this guy still starts with Tyreek and A.J. Brown. And James Cook would come in next, right? I like him. Hey, there's nothing wrong with him. Focus of Buffalo's offense now, right? New era. Well, Josh Allen's still part of that too, and I would bring him in next, right? Down here on the end. This guy, I don't want to call it reaching, but hey, it's going to be 18 picks before it gets back to this guy. He's getting his quarterback and might as well be a trendsetter on the end because it ain't going to, and he can still get a good running back here. Rashard White doubling up here. Got Christian McCaffrey and Rashard White and the number 1 quarterback. Oof, that looks good. And then now this guy, hey, I'm a little worried that, hey, it is going to be 20 picks before it gets back here. We might as well, I don't want to start a run on quarterbacks here, but hey, he's not going to get in there. And that's something special. You know what I'm saying? You want to take something, you could take the, I'm going to pick the difference between the 10th and the 11th and 12th receiver. No, you just take the special thing right there. And here's a couple more jumping on. A-Chain and Garrett Wilson. You know, they're probably another quarterback would go next here, but let's get this stopped here, and I'm going to put them in the rank edit and go through some of them top picks and compare and say why I took those. Moving it on over to team view, bring up the top 2 here. I've got them rank how I had them there. Christian McCaffrey was 1, and of course, I mean, just who not. Now, might be some question with Robinson here. You know, maybe his average isn't high enough, you know, or his touch is low, but hey, that's the whole thing with him. This is his 2nd year, and you know what? That's pretty good points for, you know, getting not used as much. And what we're loving here with him, of course, is that 5th easiest schedule, right? Just love that. You know, and bringing in Kirk Cousins, bringing in the new coaching staff. Hopefully that picks it up. But anyway, that's what people probably have him pretty high on the list. And then, of course, Tyreek Hill. I mean, just look at those points. That average, 16. Look at those averages. Even Barkley. And Barkley, that's pretty high, and he's got a better team this year, right? Guess what? The Giants weren't team scoring 7th last year. That's the Eagles. So he's going to get a big boost from that, big boost from a team. I just love new Barkley there in that new surroundings. I mean, number 2 easy schedule. We love him. How about Ron Brown? Just steady. Look at that. Hey, he's got the points there. Now, CeeDee Lamb went nuclear towards the end. And hey, hey, look at that average. We love him. I mean, he's got and the thing is, he's got an easy schedule. I mean, hey, yeah, you can put your money on him, but the thing just says no, they don't repeat. They just don't repeat. And he's holding out, and they pull hamstrings when they hold out a whole bunch and then come back and, let's get him. No. Whoop, we don't want Jonathan Taylor twice. How about Justin Jefferson and Jonathan Taylor? Oh, you just two can't miss here, right? I mean, you look in here. You see that, look at this. 5th in touches. This is a great average, 13. What's one of the highest, 13.74. He only played the 10 games. That's what. But look at this position schedule, 8. We love this, And yeah, there's going to be some bobbling around at quarterback there, but hey, they're going to look to him. And Jonathan Taylor, we don't love the schedule. I may have moved him down a little bit in the 11 because, hey, I don't like that schedule, Hey, that's. Anyway, we got Justin Jefferson. Let's not put him on there. How about Derrick Henry and Breece Hall? Here's some good ones here, too. Got good. Here's their averages from last year. Well, guess what? Look at the team scoring now for Derrick Henry. 4th. He's going to be on Baltimore, getting a lot of points there, where he was on Tennessee last year, and they weren't high in scoring. And, well, the Jets. See, now that's the Breece Hall downfall. Show me Aaron Rodgers coming in there doing it. Show me that. Yeah, he gets good thing, but he doesn't get touchdowns. And one of the news things there was this Braylon Allen. Yeah, he's secured 2nd thing, but he's one of the big guys on touchdowns. And it said, don't forget where the little thing, Breece Hall, the only little knock on him is short yardage and goal line. If that's this big brawny back there bringing in this Allen, that's what maybe he's designed for. So I scared about that. But anyway, how about it? You can't go wrong. Next to Travis Etienne and Kyrene Williams, you're getting Kyrene Williams cheap there. If you've got the guts, want to take him early and just not worry about the injury history, but that injury history is there. I mean, that game's played 12. That's why he's down there, all right? That's what we're scared of. So, and Etienne, solid. Look at that right there. Could be easier, but hey, I don't like the schedule. Position schedule 31st. So we don't like that. All right, for Etienne, knock him down a little bit. Josh Jacobs, maybe he's this low, but hey, that tough rush schedule's the only thing. I mean, he led the league in rushing 2 years ago. Now he's on a good team that has a good passing game to keep them honest. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then you got Gibbs over here. I mean, people might consider him to be higher, but hey, I still can't get past. Right here, he's coming up shortly on the list is David Montgomery. Averaged a point more than him as the touchdown back, right? So, and I don't see that changing, but he even scored out. Fantasy scored him, and the roles didn't change. The usage ain't going to change. Yeah, they might try to get Gibbs involved a little bit more, and so he's ranked higher, right? So, how about Debo and Chase here? Good points there. Look at those, good points for Samuel. I don't know about that Jamar Chase. I'm still kind of out on him. I mean, bad average. Show me. I probably should have him a little lower, but I don't. A.J. Brown, James Cook, they made the list, right? So we're getting down to here where I don't have any on the list, but these two guys are deserving. Got pretty good average, lower, and I see we're already down to lower averages, right? And the schedules aren't that great here. So, you're already touching that. Oh, I'm very comfortable with him, that guy on the end taking Josh Allen. Because, hey, look at that fantasy points. There ain't one touching him next. Let's bring up Mahomes. He's got a 15.9. There's 6 points difference there. You see that? 5 maybe. Or maybe 5.5. But anyway, that's big. That's a 5-point difference. That's why Mahomes is down the list, right? And hey, Mahomes doesn't run. You know, certainly doesn't get those 15 rushing touchdowns. Boy, that brought Mahomes down. Did he really have 0 last year rushing? All right, so moving down, do we bring up White yet? Him, Hurts. Of course, you got to have him in there too. That was a difference maker. That guy was going to be back 20 picks, 18 picks before it got back to him. Well, then now you're just getting also ran quarterbacks, right? So, A-Chain, they want to take a chance on him. And these were the last 2 ranked players, I believe. So, down here, I put in a couple others. You're wondering why wasn't Sam Laporta or Travis Kelce taken? You know, if say it was a tight end league. Well, I just don't know. I don't trust those tight ends. Sam Laporta was 13th ranked last year. You know, Travis Kelce ain't the sure thing anymore that he was. Maybe. Too much Hollywood. Maybe for Travis Kelce. I don't know. Patrick Mahomes, over that, hey, he just doesn't score with the rest of them. Even they might have him higher ranked, but hey, he just doesn't. And Pacheco, hey, I like it, but you got to show me some more here. 172. That 12's not bad. A 12 game, and the Kansas City, I would, hey, if anybody should be higher, maybe it might be him. But show me over 14 games. And poor Mike Evans, respect down here. 29th, I got him. But look at those touchdowns. 13 touchdowns. Just good. I mean, hey, get cheap. You'll get them cheap again. Mixon, I got down here low. Ayuk. Mixon, just not sure. They got a very tough schedule. The team's going to be a pass oriented. I don't know. Then they didn't do very good in rushing the year for him. Now, Puka Nacua. Now, this is an interesting. He should have been higher, right? Well, he should have been. But look at those yards. Matter of fact, he's right on par with Ayuk down here. But, well, let's change it up to here where A.J. Brown maybe. See, look at that. He's right on. But the problem here is all I'm getting out of camp is that Cooper Kupp is looking good. Looking to take his job back, right? Kind of good. The talk of camp. So I kind of laid off Puka. Didn't he have a little knee or some injury too? Not much, but anyway. So we'll kind of walk through some of the ones I took and some I didn't take. Ooh, if you're liking what you're seeing, please hit that like. Please hit that subscribe button right now. Find the subscribe button and just depress it or whatever you do. All right, we're going to go over to fill my shorts. It's time to fill my shorts. As a matter of fact, I'm going to fill 2 pairs of shorts. All right. Warning, this is a rapid repeat. I'm going to rapidly. Fantasy AI with Snake 1 quarterback standard league. Top 10. Breece Hall comes in there too. I've got him 10th. I'm worried about the Jets there a little bit. Derrick Henry comes in. I've got him 9th. They've got him 16th. I just love the schedule and good team there. Hey, Justin Jefferson, we're about equal there on 8th. I love his easy schedule. Jonathan Taylor, I'm a little bit more worried about Richardson than they are. I got him 7th. C.D. Lamb, hey, I got him 6th. They got him 5th. That's about right. Mon St. Brown, I've got him 5th. They've got him 12th. I just love Detroit, and I think he's going to do great average on him. Safe. Saquon Barkley, new team over there in Philadelphia. Great. Everything's improved. Easy schedule, too, on top of it. Love him there. Tyreek Hill, I've got him 3rd. They got him 6th. Tariq 2K is going to be his year. You just hang in there with him. Bijan Robinson, hey, this is going to be his year. No more easing him in. They're going to use him up, and I got him number 2. Christian McCaffrey, hey, everybody loves him, number 1. Looks Fantasy AI with PPR snake draft with 1 quarterback. Jamar Gibbs comes in number 10. I like him there, multi-dimensional. Jamar Chase comes in at number 9. They got him 7th, a little higher on him. I want to see Joe Burrow healthy. Barkley comes in next, 8th for me. They've got him 15th. I don't know what they're sniffing. Breece Hall comes in 7th for me. They got him 4th. I want the Jets to prove something to me. How about Robinson? We like him about on equal. Good. Hope it's a good year for him. Justin Jefferson, equal there. We like him. A good average, good schedule. Mon St. Brown, good safe pick here. I just love him. Got those receptions coming in. C.D. Lamb coming in. I'm just a little higher on Hill than he is. I just don't like that he's holding out Tyreek Hill 2K this year, possibly. Love him. And number one, everybody's number one's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll probably be number one again. Keep it going.